What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. Today you are joining me with a 2026 Tesla Model Y Performance. I'm going to show you everything that's included. Today's video is brought to you by TubeToolkit.com. Tired of spending hours writing titles, descriptions, and tags for every video? With Tube Toolkit, just paste your YouTube link and AI generates optimized titles, SEO descriptions, timestamps, tags, and more in seconds. Plus AI thumbnails, shorts ideas, CTR scored titles, and full SEO toolkit. Start free with 3 videos a month. Upgrade anytime as your channel grows. TubeToolkit.com. Turn your videos into content gold. Thank you to Tube Toolkit for sponsoring today's video. Before we get started, if you are in the market for a new Tesla and you need a referral, typically you'll get a few months of free FSD, sometimes a discount. There's a link down below. That way you support the channel and get some benefits for yourself. So here we have a 2026 Tesla Model Y Performance. This one is in the beautiful ultra red exterior with the black and white interior. You of course have the performance seats there with the thigh extensions. I actually did a first impressions video with the Model Y Performance in Norway last year, if you haven't seen that already. But this is now in the US. The car is mostly the same, different battery pack than what is available in Europe and in China. This one is actually built in Kansas. So this is a different battery pack than you'll find in the long range Model Y, either standard or premium. But let me just give you a quick tour around the car. We of course have a NACS charge port here, as you would expect. This car will do 250 kilowatts, albeit briefly, but it will do it. It charges on superchargers, can charge on non-Tesla charging stations as well with NACS, or on CCS with an adapter. We have the 21-inch staggered wheels. These are aero caps. If you plan to take these aero caps off, I would recommend doing it as soon as possible, because in many cases, aero caps on Teslas will scratch the wheels if left on. So if you're just planning to run them forever, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're planning to take them off at some point and you want your wheels to be in the best shape, then definitely recommend taking those off right away. Up front, we have 255/35 R21. These are Hankook Ion Evo AS SUV tires. These are T1 spec, which means that they are built for Tesla specification. It's a variant of that Ion Evo SUV tire. And in the back, we have 275/35 R21. So a 20 millimeter stagger, nothing too crazy, but it is there. It means you cannot rotate the tires, unfortunately. This car, of course, has Tesla's Hardware 4 or AI 4 autopilot hardware, as every new Tesla does, which means that it can do full self-driving. We have the front bumper camera as well, right there. And we'll start in the front. So we open the front trunk here. This is typical Model Y except for the standard. And you can see that it has pretty good space up here. It does have a drain down here as well. So you could fill this up with whatever you want. You could make it into a cooler or something for a party if you really wanted to. Put that back. And then you also have a tow hook right there as well. So that way, if you do get into an incident or something, you can actually take that out. And then I believe Tesla sells dividers that you can get that will slide in here and then make it into compartments. You have your windshield washer fluid up here, right there, nice up in the front. So that way you can pour it in without making too much of a mess. We also have the piano black accents up here. Personally would recommend probably some paint protection film on those just to keep that looking nice, because those will show every scratch. And coming around to the back, just to show you guys some of the things included. I did want to mention that depending on the state that you're taking delivery in or that you're purchasing it, you may also get a CCS to NACS adapter. As far as I can tell, that is dependent on being in a CARB state. So I believe there's about 14 states that applies to. And then you'll get that adapter as well with the car. So here we have the window sticker. This is a little bit older of a build, but this is a Model Y Performance built November of 2025, so a bit ago. This was built in Austin, Texas. And then you can see just the specs here and everything. It does mention vehicle to load. So you can buy the outlet adapter to use with this PowerShare mobile connector, or the PowerShare variant of the Gen 3 UMC, depending on who you ask. And then you can do all these things. You can output 20 amp AC via that plug. This also has the tow package. This one has FSD, which you can no longer purchase. And then you can see the black and white interior and the ultra red there as well. I don't recall if Tesla is still including all of the interior options and paint options with the Model Y Performance, or if that was a thing of the past, but definitely consult the Tesla configurator at the time of your order, because Tesla does change things pretty often. Here we have the J1772 to NACS adapter. This is for using non-Tesla charging stations, like the Autels over there. So that way you can charge at home, in public, whatever. This is for slow AC charging. Here you have also for slow AC charging, or relatively fast AC charging, you have the 32 amp output power share mobile connector is what they're calling this, but it's essentially a variant of the Gen 3 Tesla mobile connector, which I would argue is probably the best portable EVSE on the market. Super compact, super robust, tons of different adapter options, and reasonably priced. I actually use one still that I've had for about 5 years. The best mobile connector on the option if 32 amps works for you. I wish it was 40 amps, but if 32 amps works for your needs, which I think it will for most people buying a Model Y Performance, that is an awesome mobile connector, and it happens to be included. With that, you get a NEMA 1450 adapter here, so 4-prong 50 amp, still will only do 32 amps. And then here you have a NEMA 515, it's a normal standard wall outlet. I don't want to open the bag here, but normal 3-prong wall outlet. It will charge at 12 amps with that. So you'll get about 3 or 4 miles recovered per hour plugged in. Whereas with the 1450, I'd have to do the math, but somewhere in the 30 to 40 miles of range added per hour plugged in, which is very good. Here you have the tonneau cover that's included. So this is a little bit finicky. I got used to it from my previous Model Y, but it can fold up like that. And what's nice is that if I move this out of the way, apologies for all the dog hair. Oh, forgot to mention, you also get 2 key cards and a nice little booklet with a purchase of a new Model Y. And you can use this on the pillar, and then you put it on the wireless charging pad to actually start the car. So what's nice about this is that, one, this tips up so that way that can stay there nicely. It can also be used as a bit of a cargo divider. And then this, you have to slide back just like that, which unfortunately does knock this off. Ugh, a little bit tricky to do with one hand here, but we'll make do. Let's see if I can. There we go. So this can actually go just like that, and then this can go back on top. So that way you have a nice place to store that if it's not in use, and you can have the full trunk space. That was not something you could do on the previous Legacy Model Y because there were not these gaps here to allow that to be there. It would not fit in the under trunk storage. So the space itself is the same as previous Model Y, roughly, but previous Model Ys didn't have the slits there to be able to have that go into that place. You, of course, have the power folding and power raising back seats, which are pretty awesome. Most cars do not have that functionality, even at much higher price tags. And what's cool is that if you fold them down and the front seats are in the way, if there's not anyone in those seats, it will actually move the front seats to allow the seat to fold down and then move back as much as it can to still fit there. Coming to the back seat, we have the perforated, lovely white interior. I'm a huge fan. Something worth noting is that even though the white interior has been around for quite a while, this white interior is a little bit different than what has been offered before. And that's across all of the Juniper refresh Model Ys. With the perforated white seats, they are a little bit less durable than the previous white interiors. That's because these perforations do add a little bit of porousness. I don't know if that's the right word, but they could stain, whereas the previous seats were not porous so much, so they could not really stain. And that's why you'll see the video demos of people like pouring ketchup and wine and stuff. Would not recommend doing that with these. Coming back here, so you can have the fan back here, you can control it. So that's right here. And this is only on the performance or the premium trims. You also have the seat controls, so you can actually tilt them forward and back. And in addition to being able to do it on a touchscreen, you actually have right here. So on the side of the seat, and these seats are a 60-40-ish split as far as folding down. But you can actually fold this down like that And I was under the impression that that folded, but apparently not. So that's a little bit interesting that that stays there. But that way you can have long cargo or something and still have 4 usable seats. That's pretty nice. You also have the cup holder back here, so this folds down. As far as I can tell, this is the exact same as old Model Y. You can also control music back here. You can view media, play games. There's some settings there as well. You can connect Bluetooth headphones back here, which is nice as well. So pretty slick. You've got 2 USB-C ports down here as well. Something worth noting, the emergency release for the back seats is right down here. So there's a little like spot you can stick your finger, and then you can just pull that, and then that's your emergency release for the back seats. I really wish that Tesla didn't have to have that it would just be an emergency release if needed versus having to have the electronic release. They did that right on the front seats, which have the electronic release here and then have the manual release here. And coming up to the front seat, we're in the passenger seat now. In the glove box, you will find the Model Y safety information. You may find your window sticker in there as well, depending on where you take delivery. And this actually latches with magnets, which is pretty nice. And then tucked up in here, typically you will find a USB stick for dashcam as well. For whatever reason, this particular car does not have it, but there should be a 128 gigabyte USB stick in this car from the factory. You also have your ambient lighting here as well that you can control. And then you have your aluminum pedals and, as I mentioned, the very comfortable seats here with kind of the insane mode badging of sorts and the extendable thigh bolsters. And here you can see a little bit of an example of how the seats do not necessarily stay as clean as previous generation cars. This is, of course, not after any cleaning, so these should clean up pretty well, but still, it's not quite like the previous generation white interior. So if you consider yourself to be a bit dirtier, then maybe take that into consideration and consider getting the black interior, even if previously you would have considered the white interior. Of course, you get floor mats with the car as well. They're carpet floor mats. I do have some favorites in my Model Y accessories video, which I'll link down below. I personally like to run all-weather floor mats regardless of the season. They just keep your car looking a lot nicer and cleaner longer. Well, guys, that's a wrap on what is included with the 2026 Model Y Performance. If you're in the market for a Model Y Performance or any new Tesla, definitely check out the referral link down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, post them down below. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching.